Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my rally slot car track build. There's been lots of progress since video 1, so let me now start you at the beginning and show you around. Here we are at race start, and as you can see in the background the bridge is complete. There's a path now next to the racetrack. Vegetation's being added to the cliffs, and then as the track heads up over a hill we then enter the mouth of the tunnel, of which the right hand side is for the cars, the left hand side is for pedestrians. Eventually I will add some graffiti to the tunnel and also add some fencing and trees along the edge of the path, separating that from the road. We now follow the pedestrian path through the hillside, which runs next to the road. Again, more vegetation needs to be added and some fencing. We then emerge on the other side to a path that goes around, looking down sort of at an area where the river goes through and under the road. And at the top left there you'll see a cave where there's water coming out of that. And so progress is going pretty well here. Again, more trees to be added, more weathering and more vegetation. So as the road goes to the left, we see the cave, and then we have a closer look there at the river going underneath the road. Then we can see a continuation of that path which crosses the road. Eventually there will be gates and fencing before heading up onto the hillside. As the path heads up into the hillside, more fencing will be added, more trees, and eventually a gate for the road crossing there that you can see in the bottom left. The additional brown you see is mud being washed down from the heavy rain, which crosses the road in various places. Then up onto the top of the hillside. Again, this is the highest point on the track. Now coming down from the high section, we're into a sweeping right turn and then left turn, which is basically an S-bend. Again, vegetation and fencing will be needed here. Once the S-bend section is completed, it's now into a long straight with a very small chicane and a small little lay-by, perhaps for a parked car or some added hay bales. The track now continues along the top of the cliff before taking a right-hand turn and over the bridge. It then goes downhill following the base of the cliff into a sweeping left turn, which eventually leads you into a tunnel, which then also takes you onto an open gorge area. Emerging from the tunnel, we're out into an open gorge area with a pedestrian path leading to some wooden steps that take you to the top of the cliff. There's a pond there that's being fed from an outlet from runoff water from the road. Additional vegetation and fencing will be adding to this area, and the path leads under the cliff and under the bridge and back to the start. Well, I think that's it for part 2 of this video. Obviously, part 3 will feature fencing and trees and more vegetation and people being added to the track. Anything you'd like to see, or if you'd like me to break down some of the construction of this track into smaller parts and videos, then please comment below. Thank you for watching, and please like and subscribe. See you in part 3. Goodbye.